Hello, boys and girls. Today for our reading story, we're going to listen to a story called The Handiest Things in the World. This was written by Andrew Clements. That means he was the author. He wrote the story. And the illustrations for the story are actual photographs of real boys and girls, real people. And they were taken by Raquel Jaramillo. Alright, so we're going to listen to The Handiest Things in the World. This is all about things you can do with your hands and also some of the tools people use to help them do different jobs. So I want you to think about that. Think about the tools and the different details they show us in the illustrations and in the pictures about how people use tools to do some of their jobs. Okay? The handiest things in the world. This is an informational story. That means it is not fiction. It is not a made-up story. It's a story where they're trying to teach us about something in the real world. Of all the handy things there are, the hand itself is best by far. To grab, to hold, to pull or twist, the hand itself is handiest. But other things are handy too. Just look around, you'll see it's true. Which things are handiest for you? That depends on what you need to do. The things I want to show you here, things old and new, from far and near, they all came with a simple plan. The hand is where they all began. Mealtime happens every day. Keep your fingers clean this way. So how's this little girl eating her fruit? She's using her hands, but what's a neater way to do it? They developed tools. This little boy is using chopsticks, or you could use a spoon or a fork. So a tool is doing the same thing as the hands, but it's making the job a little easier. Don't let Rover stray away. This will hold him night and day. What did they make that makes it easier than hands to hold a dog? His leash. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add, subtract, then add again. You can use your fingers to help you add and subtract and count, but there's a tool that makes it even easier, especially when you start working with bigger numbers. Anybody know what this tool is called? It's a calculator. Zigzag, flit, flap. Hard to get. Catch him with your handy net. 2 wet hands can hold and pour. This will pour a whole lot more. A pitcher or a watering can makes it much easier. The water kind of drips through your hands. You can catch a little bit, but you got to be quick. But if you have a tool, something to help you, a watering can or a pitcher, makes it much easier. Raindrops falling from the sky. This will help to keep you dry. They're trying to use their hands to keep dry, but what tool, what item makes it easier? An umbrella. Wish I might, wish I may, sweep this dusty stuff away. Handmade shade for squinty eyes. This will help with sunny skies. What helps keep the sun out of your eyes? A hat. Digging in and scooping down. Let's move lots of dirt around. It's pretty easy to do with your hands, but if you have a lot of holes to dig or plants to plant, a little shovel or some tools makes it a lot easier. Tidy is the way to be. This will help enormously. Flap a hand to make a breeze. Push more air with one of these. Somebody invented this as a way to keep their face cool. Keep their body cool if it's hot outside. It makes a little more wind in your hand. What is this called? A fan. Tap in rhythm, keep the beat. Work with these and make some heat. What's the width or length or height? This thing always gets it right. What is this tool called? Use it to measure. This is a yardstick. You could also use a ruler. It's a little bit smaller if you were measuring something smaller. Sticky fingers make a mess. Mixers make the mess much less. Waves will wash these words away. Write this way and words will stay. When windy wintertime appears, these feel good on frosty ears. She's trying to keep her ears warm with her hands, but what could she use instead that might keep them a little warmer? Earmuffs. 10,000 years have come and gone. Our hands keep working on and on. And as the future years unfold, new handy tools will grip or hold. Whatever we may need to do, one fact remains forever true. For sharing love with tenderness, the hand itself is handiest. There's not really a tool that can take place of holding hands with somebody, is there? We need our hands for that. All right. You have this workbook page, a copy. Yours is black and white, but you have this in your packet. It says Lesson 5. And we're talking about details. Our story was trying to teach us about all the different tools that people have developed or invented to make the jobs we do with our hands a little easier, or a little less messy, or a little quicker. So you could use your hands for a lot of those jobs, but they also showed us several tools in the illustrations and in the words that made those jobs easier. So I want you to choose one of the tools we read about and heard about in our book and draw me a picture of it. What was one of the handy tools they used that made the jobs a little easier than just their hands? Draw me a picture of that tool. If you would like to try to write the word, the name of that tool, you can do that by stretching out the sounds of the word and writing the letters you hear. And be sure and send me a picture of this so I can see which tools you all like the best. All right? We'll talk more about the details of a story with our story tomorrow, and I will talk to you all soon.